Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the night's race. I'll be your commentator for the night. My name is Spitzlam. Tonight, as you can see, we are at the beautiful Suzuka Grand Prix. If you know Suzuka, F1, if you know Suzuka, you know Suzuka. F1 is racing now currently as well. You can actually say this is a kind of supporter series tonight. Yes, I'm unfortunately tonight alone as my Kanbei hits it right into the wall. We already started it with qualifying, so it's like 3 minutes of qualifying left. You can already hear the screaming engines of the GT500s that we are racing tonight. Yes, it's the Super GT 500 from 2013. We have 3 different cars, the Nissan, the Lexus and the Honda. Currently you see the Honda on the screen, the Honda of low skill. My Kanbei actually topped the practice times. The low skill was second, so we're expecting big things from these two in tonight's qualifying. We have some new faces tonight, like W84ME, which will just be Vame or Vame. It will be Vame for the night, if I remember it. And also we have Ollie. Ollie is a guy you might know if you have watched from our SRC series. So he is an organizer slash racer for the SRC special events, so I'm glad he could join us for today. He's driving the Lexus, if I remember correctly. No, he's driving the Honda. I'm a dumbass. Well, welcome to Suzuka, 5.8 kilometer circuit. You very much know it, located in the Mia prefecture, owned by Honda itself. We all love it, we all love to see it. Currently, the season of Sakuras in Japan, and we love the Sakuras. They are very beautiful. It's very known for its Formula 1 Grand Prix, which is right now currently happening. As I say, qualifying is tomorrow for CEST at 8 in the morning. For any of the Brits watching, at 7 a.m. It also hosts a 10-hour of endurance for GT cars and the Suzuka 8 hours, which remains the most important event of motorcycle manufacturers in the film calendar. So, started building in the early 1960s. It's one of the better tracks we know of yet. It's a track more downforce cars, as you would say. So you love to see it. Of course, it's a track that has a dark history as well, unfortunately. We all know about the unfortunate death of Jules Bianchi here in 2014, which we still mourn till this day. Well, enough rambling for me, but I'm still alone, so I will still be talking, and I'll be talking for a long time. Also, what's happening with our board, because I don't remember that I've sent it like that. So let me just give it a quick look. That's the better one. Okay. Actually, I think the times is better. So we'll stay like this. Okay, that's a little mistake fixed. And I mean fixed very, very fast. So currently Smetty in pole position with 149.1. Vame is 152.1. Edmund is 209, Mekambe is 218, and Alaska is 227. These cars, that's impossible, are very hard, and I mean very, very hard to drive. They're spinny, they're everything you don't like about a car. They're, well, I want to say lightweight, they weigh a ton, and they have 715 horsepower, which doesn't seem like that much, but as you see, it's enough for a lot of downforce that these cars have. It almost has more downforce than an F1 car, which is quite crazy. These cars are from 2013. And you can also see They are very high RPM cars. Those go touring that motor up to 9,000 RPM, which is crazy. Actually, he does the first 145s. 0.3, that's very close to his golf practice time, which that's very good. So we should have another new guy here, but I don't see him anywhere. I'm still on the leaderboard somehow, so there might be a slight issue. For now, I'll leave you with the beautiful and soothing noises of the car, whilst... Well, I will not leave you with the soothing voices of the car. I can't do that, unfortunately. Well, I won't leave because I can't. Smetty makes a mistake, but he's currently second, which is a pretty good lap time. I think Mekambe can be on a better lap currently. As we look at the live timings, Mekambe is on a positive delta. Lil Skill is on a positive delta as well. Smetty is on a positive delta. Edmund is on a positive delta as well. So, Lil Skill is currently improving his lap time right now as he goes towards the second sector, which is one of the longest sectors. Well, now he's in the third sector. His lap times are green. He has personal best improvements in first and second sector as he rounds out the final corner now to the start finish line. Can he get a better time? And no, his last sector is just a little bit worse than it has to be. That's a big shame. Smetty still has time. Edmund messes up his laps. That's weird. Well, it's the dying minutes already. The 10 minutes go by so fast, and I mean very, very fast. As they end right now, Ollie ends last. So there we go. It's Lil Skill running out the spoon curve, as it's named. We all know the names. They are one of the best tracks currently on the F1 calendar. Hopefully it won't get replaced. So hopefully that gets worked out. As he rounds out the final corners, I don't even think he needs to be pushing that much, since everything is fine for him, as he doesn't even set a better lap. But he's very consistent, being on mediums. Mekambe takes second place as he's still running out. He is now in the spoon curve. Smetty is just out of the assist. Edmund takes second position. It's not even close. As I want to say it is, it's not even close. It's by almost a second, which is a huge gap, as Mekambe now goes into 130R. It's the one final corner that depends it all. This is still somehow within the limits. Yes, we are doing vanilla Aceto Corsa limits. He rounds out the final chicane onto the final corner. It's very downhill and he goes into the pit lane. He doesn't want to do it anymore. Okay. Well, Sloth still has some time, and he wants to set time. He was one of the fastest guys in practice, so let's watch an onboard with him. You can see the cars are now in 200R. he goes into the spoon curve here, 5th gear, almost 6th gear, goes down into 3rd. These cars are quite understeer as well. You need to have a pretty good setup for them, as 3rd is enough to go. He pedaled on the metal, he goes 4th gear, 5th gear now. He's overramming the motor a little bit. 6th, and then just slam it, and he actually slams it a lot in the 130R. Then into the last chicane, he somehow joined. Our last driver joined, and it's a spin from Slav. That's such a heartbreak, such a shame. My god, such a shame of a lap. He must be devastated. I have no words, and he doesn't as well. But it's the end of qualifying as he goes into the pits. It's Lil Skill on pole position. Right behind him is Edmund in 2nd position with a time almost 1 second slower than Lil Skill. Mekambe 3rd with his very beautiful livery. He did this on his own, so give him props. It's his very first livery, if I'm correct. And yes, I do. It's weird commentating alone after such a long time. Well, yeah. Since I have nothing to talk about because I don't have anyone else. Then it's Smetty in 4th position. It's a very good outcome for Smetty. He's in the middle of the field, which is quite fine. But it's his highest qualifying position yet. Weimei. It's just Weimei. WME rounds out in 5th position, rounds out our top 5, and the last guy with a solid time. Slav unfortunately didn't make a time as he spun into final chicane. Ollie didn't even put in a time, and Joust Veus joined just after the time. And now we will skip into the first race. As I said, here you see the beautiful stream car. And I want to say my favorite line of the predictions. I'll have to say it on my own. Joust receives a setup from Low Skill, so hopefully it will work. We see everybody's on the grid except me, because I shouldn't be on the grid at all. It's a standing start, we all know it, we all love it. It's going to be very interesting as well. Yes, there is a standing start. And what is happening on the grid? Well, whatever, it's the lights out and away we go. It's Little Skill just stands on the start finish line. Edmund goes into first, Smetty goes into second. Mekambe now overtakes him as Smetty makes a little mistake into the first corner. Weimei, Joust already spins it into first corner, well, second actually, but it's a very hard car. He doesn't even know how to drive it. Edmund is still in first position. Mekambe is currently second. Yes, the laps are 20 plus 1 lap. We changed a little bit since this looks more fun. But Edmund still has a lot of time. Slav just now gets out of the pits. He wasn't ready at all. And Edmund is still trying to get away from Mekambe, but Mekambe is closing in very fast as Edmund just gives him space. Edmund spins around into hairpin, and it's a huge mistake. Oh, he's second actually. He didn't spin that much. It wasn't that bad of a spin, I guess. But he touched the grass. It could have been worse. Mekambe currently first, as Edmund is second. 0.5 is the gap, and it's just a matter of time. These cars are very unpredictable. As Edmund, you could have seen, he corrects his steering, and actually I'm interested on why Low Skill disconnected from the race. He's still not back, so that's very weird. Edmund takes a very wide line through 130R. Now Onto the hairpin they go to Casio triangle, then onto the last curve. Veimei overtakes Smetty. Little Skill is back into the race. He has tons of time. He needs to come back to. Ollie makes another mistake now in the last curve. Another mistake, and Edmund almost drifts it through the first corner. Then they go onto the snake or to Suzuka as everybody knows them well. Ollie is still struggling very much as Yasvers is currently 5th. Mekambe stays in first position, and the gap is quite big. These cars are, you just have to know what you're doing. I think that's the main point of these cars. And little skill is here. So from the bottom to the top, that's how we like it, that's how we love it. We like an underground a story. So hopefully we will see some us now going through the S's. Little skill is having a little bit of trouble behind Ollie as Veimei makes a mistake. Don't know where that is currently. It seems like it's near the hairpin. Yes, it is near the hairpin. But the Youst is very far away as he spins in the same spot again as on the first lap. Ollie, now not Ollie, Little Skill doesn't overtake him for position. They're one lap ahead. And Ollie spins almost. You swear you just have to keep it clean. It's everything you have to do. Trying it around the outside in 200R. Then onto the spoon curve, there you go. It's Ollie versus Yasvers, the two rookies technically in this series. Duke it out into the spoon curve, there you go. And it's a perfect line from Yasvers, but Ollie almost slams it into the wall. A Sloth is into spoon curve as well. Yasvers takes the gravel route. Don't eat sand, it's not good for your health. And that's a very close overtake by Sloth. Sloth already tries to get into the race. Hopefully it can work for him as Little Skill is hunting down the other drivers to unlap himself currently. Yeah, 16 minutes to go. And Sloth takes 5th position currently. Ollie 6th, Yasve 7th. And Ollie spins in the last curve. That's such a shame. Yas takes 6th position and Ollie is not retreating into the pits. The show must go on. The gap is already 5 seconds up ahead. Mekambe into hairpin. Edmund just now going into it. Smetty is 3rd. I said to Smetty, I want a top 5 from you in at least one race. He is 3rd currently. And that's such a great opportunity for him to just be good. We almost had another racer. Unfortunately, we don't. And okay, no, we are not doing that. That's not a good idea. Well, it's Edmund currently in 2nd place. Smetty is 3rd. He has a 10-second gap to Edmund. As you can see, these very great PNGs of our favorite people into the spoon curve. Little Skill currently goes. He's the number 1 on track. That's weird. And he's chasing down. Who is he chasing down? He's chasing down Veimei. I actually don't know what to call him in English because that's such an interesting name. But whatever. So everybody is vibing on the track. I'm vibing in the commentary box. You can hear the cars. They are beautiful. Not only visual but sound wise as well. Are really well made. Ollie, you can just blast through that. It's normal. You can do it. So I hope we'll see some interesting racing as well, since the grid has spread out a lot. And that's quite not good. So Little Skill, how is he on it? He's not that close. Let's keep our eyes on Little Skill, since don't know what happened at the start. It'll be an interesting story. And if he finishes the race, he starts first for the second one. Of course, I forgot to mention our championship rivals, Mekambe and Slav. Slav currently in 5th position, Mekambe in 1st as W8. I actually don't know. Veimei makes another mistake now into hairpin. Can Slav maybe capitalize from it? Now going into the hairpin himself. Is Veimei any close? No, he's in 200 R already. The gap lessens to around 6 seconds, maybe even less. Yeah, it's 6.1. Into the spoon curve he goes. All he makes another mistake is at the same place. That a lot of people make mistakes. I make mistakes there. I cannot talk, mate. Yeah, I make mistakes there. It's a very, and I mean very harsh corner. And Thomas that's very interesting. I won't comment on that. Have fun. But please support your favorite driver. And don't just ridicule him here on the channel. It's not good for the brand. Well, nothing is happening. It's a great way. Next on the grid is Smetty. And Lilskill will definitely like to get closer to him. That sounds really bad. There's just a hairpin in between them, so... Also, Lilskill is below 1 minute. So, 11 minutes to go. Can Lilskill overtake Aldi until the end of the race? Smetty must win. Let's go. Okay. If Smetty must win, then these two guys before him have to crash out. That's a 13-second gap. That's a huge gap, to be honest. And Slav is closing down on Veimei. It's just going to be Veimei. It's the best of the tongue. So the gap is smaller, smaller, and smaller. As Veimei is currently in 130R, Slav currently in 130R as well. It's the gap of 2 seconds. We can finally have a race on our hands. The two Czech drivers, yes, our grid is consisted of a lot of Czech drivers. Skill will win for real. Imagine though. Let's watch our closest battle so far. Slav is getting really close to Veimei as now they approach the Suzuka SS or the Snake, how it's called. Onto the Snake we go. It's 1, 2, 3. It's a lot of turns, let's be real. As Veimei doesn't make a mistake, but he's very close to it. Oh, that's a little bit of lag. Don't know if that's from my side, seems like from Slav's side. That's a beautiful apex from Slav. Now Veimei is the only guy up front from him. He graces the corner perfectly. Veimei gets out of the way. Mekambe makes a mistake in the last corner, which indicates nothing at all, as Edmund is currently just in 130R. Slav takes 4th position. The guy in front of him is his teammate, so how things develop from here is just on the matter of hope. 15 seconds is the gap. 9 minutes plus 1 lap is whatever as well. As Lilskill is getting closer and closer to Smetty as I keep rambling about it. This will turn even more interesting once we go onto the straight. Smetty is not a bad driver, he is quite fast. Same goes for Veimei. Actually, a lot of these people are quite fast drivers, so these cars are pretty hard. So only look at Smetty. I cannot only look at Smetty. Maybe makes another mistake in the last curve as well. Seems like the chicane is giving some people a harsh time. But onto the SS we go. Well, after the SS we go already. Anti-banked curve, the Dunlop curve, then into Degners, Degner 1, Degner 2. Those guys very very close to Smetty. And it's just blue flags. Little skill is last. Which he should be driving around the same pace as Mekambe. Which is very interesting. Mekambe is currently driving 144s. And Lisko is driving 145s. How did Mekambe get under the 44s? He has a purple sector. This guy is crazy. What? Okay, that's really wild. As Lisko now tries to overtake on Smetty. What is happening here? I hope that's my internet. So we're back again after some small technical issues that I don't know why happened. Like at all. I hate it. But whatever. We are back. Fortunately. And forever I hope. We have to let everything stabilize a little bit. So give it a little bit of time please. As Mekambe currently has the fastest first sector somehow. Is wild. Ollie makes another mistake and Lisko already overtook Ollie, which is a wild stat. Only 4 minutes of the race left. It's +1 lap, remember. So it's all that Lisko has to do. He won't start last, but it's good enough. Well, my brain had to restart. The gaps are monumental as Lisko sets the fastest first sector. So he's the currently one that claims it. The fastest lap belongs to Mekambe though. So Smetty is back on the screen. Slav is still 15 seconds behind him. I hope you guys in the chat can hear me as well. I'm sorry for stream being broken. But we are back, better than ever. Ollie makes another mistake. He's whoa, really close. Beimei makes a huge mistake because of it. And Ollie is going into the pits. He has enough of all this struggle, but the 1 point will be awarded to him. He did enough. And he's just vibing in it. He's just vibing tonight. He loves this combo. He even said to me he loves it very much. So this is the guy that loves the Super GTs. You can see it. Made one entire mistake, sets a faster lap than in qualifying and practice, which is that's wild. 10 seconds is the gap between Beimei and Javsvers. It seems like Javsvers gained a little bit of sense as I see that he's off-roading the car. Well, 1 minute 30 to go. And I did say the gaps are huge, nothing is happening. But Slav is getting a little bit closer to Smetty. It's dropped by 3 seconds. It's not what you want to see. So that's weird, but whatever. Well, what happened? Will we see an overtake on the last lap? Can Slav maybe overtake Smetty for the podium positions? Will he maybe rob Smetty of his first podium? Is it his first podium? I'm not sure. Maybe that was last time around. I will need to check. We are checking. Slav isn't lazy. Slav can catch Smetty. Slav is so much faster than Smetty actually, which is funny to me. No, Smetty doesn't have a podium yet. He lost it in the final corners of Bikernieki, which is quite sad. The gap is to 11 seconds now. It's 10 seconds plus 1 lap. I don't think that gap can be cut down if Smetty has to make a huge mistakes. He just has to keep it smooth. It's all it takes. Mekambe is just now going from downlap into Degner. It's going to be 2 long laps until we finish this race. It's Mekambe going into the hairpin. We will go to him in a little bit of time. Matslav is now going to be entering the last lap. 10 seconds is the gap. Is he going below 10 seconds? Did Slav start pushing that hard that Smetty is just out of nowhere dropping his pace a lot? Smetty is slower by 2 seconds a lap. Mekambe says the fastest second sector. He takes purple again. What is happening here? It's Joust makes a huge mistakes. It's low skill running out the hairpin. Low skill. Can he climb 6th position? Yes, he can. Yousters is now left in the dust into hairpin. 200R is what awaits him currently. Mekambe is on the final lap of the race for the final time. Well, until race 2. For the final time in this normal race. He goes into his first corner, then into the snake. It's going to be a long lap. We have to watch the deltas as well. They are very, very important. But Slav, it's going to be such a pain. It's going to be such a pain. For Slav, he is losing so many points to Mekambe currently. Mekambe will claim the championship currently as it stands. Well, it's just the second round, of course he will. But will we maybe see? And are we going to see an interesting race as Mekambe rounds out the final corners? Slav, the gap is under 9 seconds. They're getting into the final corners. Veimei crashes into hairpin, but low skill is too far away to do anything. Slav starts the final lap as Smetty does as well. It's Mekambe currently going into 130R for the very final time. Then into the Casio triangle, but first 130R full speed he goes. It's like not even a turn is there. Then into the Casio triangle. It's the last hairpin. Into the last curve he goes. And he sees the checker flag right in front of him. He takes a trip through the gravel. I know he have 40 seconds made, but that's disrespectful. He takes first position and the lead in the championship. Edmund is just in the spoon curve on the backstretch currently. The gap is absolutely massive. 40 seconds is horrible. Edmund needs to have his space. Veimei finishes in 5th position currently. And Edmund is rounding out the final corners. That's a very interesting car right behind him. Don't know who that is. But Edmund claims second place. And I don't know what that will do to the point standing, but that's a very good lap. And I saw Low Skill take 6th. It's not the best, but I guess he didn't know how we start. There's no damage, you can do that, it's fine. But oh no, Weimei, I hope. Okay, that's not Weimei. It's fine. It was Edmund. I hope you're happy. And Smetty rounds out the final corner. His first ever podium in Ultimate Racing or wherever. Smetty takes 3rd. Slav takes 4th with a charge. There was not enough time left. And it's a great, and I mean a perfect race for Smetty, who takes his first ever podium. It was long. It was a tough race. But we have to move on to the reverse grid. We all know, we all love the reverse grid. Yastves starts first, Little Skill second, Weimei 3rd, Slav 4th, Smetty 5th, Edmund 6th, and of course Mekambe starts last. There's only 7 people for this race, so there's 1 less point as rewarding for the winner. So makes stuff even more interesting. My prediction, because I love prediction time. Little Skill first into turn 1. I hope Little Skill knows it's a standing start now. Let's just remember. And the 6 lights, 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, 6 lights. And the 6 lights are off, and away we go. Little Skill takes an amazing leap off the line. What was that? He's just ahead of everyone. Nobody even cares. It's Little Skill in first. Edmund Slav second. Edmund third. Weimei fourth. Mekambe fifth. And it's Jaspers in the growl somewhere in the first corner. These guys are a little bit too close for the S's. You can see the 4 drivers lock in the horns as they want to have fun. And I also heard some kind of growl there, here and there. Weimei takes 3rd position. Slav is still second. He is now going for Low Skill. Hopefully we'll see a good race right there. But it's Mekambe, Edmund and Weimei who are currently battling for the 3rd position. Smetty is nowhere to be found in 7th position. A little bit of wiggle from Mekambe. Can he maybe catch up a little bit? No. Weimei is as wide as a truck in this car. Mekambe will now try to overtake with its 200R. Then into the spoon curve they go. It's Edmund versus Mekambe. It may be a dive. It's no dive at all, and it's a little bit of dive, and it's a little bit of a drift. Mekambe loses a lot of time. Edmund goes around the inside, and it's a switchback from Weimei, or it's a try on a switchback. It doesn't work. It's not completed, and it's just a serious overspeed by Mekambe on Weimei. Into 130R they go. Weimei is really wide. They go shoulder to shoulder through 130R. He has to shift into 4th gear. He has never been so low with the car. So rounding out the first lap, a very interesting first corner as Edmund takes 2nd place. Where did Slav make a mistake? Where did Slav make a mistake? Slav is currently 3rd. Right behind him is his championship rival, which is Mekambe. But the points are eager to be shown. Edmund is the trophy up ahead. He has to be overtaken. This is just giving more time for Low Skill to run away. The S's are a harsh place to race in. Don't know if this is the best place to overtake as he sees the inside gap and he touches Edmund and goes crash into the wall. That's a racing incident if I know one. Mekambe takes 2nd position as Slav has to wait for Edmund to retake the position. That's the gentleman's agreement we have right here. But Jaspers, since that gentleman's agreement is here, Jaspers is right on their backs as Smetty is traveling into gravel. Again, don't do that. It's not good for your teeth. He abuses drugs. What? Okay, that's really interesting. What is happening here? WA spins out. He hits Smetty after he spins out. That's an unsafe rejoin if I ever seen one. And Slav will now try to overtake Edmund for third position. Edmund is trying to defend nails and teeth for the position there. Slav is fine. He just overtakes, and right behind him it is Joost. Joost like those. It's Joost. Joost Wales. Now in the 130R, he goes as fast as he can, but he cannot catch up to them at all. Edmund it will now all depend from the last curve. The 1 second is the gap already. That's wild. Yasers will not be in any part of this, as Veimei will try to overtake Smetty from the last curve onto the main straight we go. Can we maybe see an overtake? I hope we can. We can't. This Smetty has an overpowered setup for the straight, but not. I think he's shook. He's shook from his first ever podium. So that might be some stuff happening there. But now he's struggling, and it's the closest battle on track for 7th position. Veimei versus Smetty. Smetty makes a huge mistake, takes to the gravel again, and gets easily overtaken by Veimei. It's the battle quickly diffused, just as we know it very well. The Nissan not bringing out its best from Smetty currently. Don't know what's the issue, to be sure, but it's definitely interesting to follow performance from Smetty. Edmund takes a little bit of the grass going through spoon curve, and Jasper's wants to keep getting close, but he's getting more and more far away, and the gaps diminish as I say that Smetty gains a little bit on Veimei. But yeah, I don't see a battle happening here as Mekambi goes into 144s once again. I mean, it's 3 purple sectors from Mekambi. That's wild. This guy's on another level. He loves his car. He loves the delivery he's made. It's good to know. The Lexus is a very good car. It may have the most horsepower out of all the cars, and I've been already babbling for 6 minutes on. It's 14 minutes left to go of the race, and we have no race. Everybody is quite far away. Smetty will come back in your dreams. Honestly. Unfortunately, in your dreams. But Veimei makes a mistake. Smetty overtakes him, and the gap goes from inferior to Veimei to in favor of Smetty. And I see Edmund gaining on Slav. What could be the reason? I'm not entirely sure. Of course, if we have time, we can talk about BO5 F1 as Veimei makes another mistake and he retires from the race, meaning he gets no points at all since it's not even the halfway mark. Seems like it got into his nerves, or he's quite dizzy. He's racing in VR after all. So right now, Edmund is going through the last curve onto the straight. In the first curve, we had a beautiful F3 practice 2 tonight. Today, right here where Edmund currently is, Jack Doohan spun out and just smashed it into the wall, completely destroying his car and his chassis. Hopefully we'll see him on the grid for qualifying tomorrow. But it's interesting. 12 minutes left to go. There's nothing happening at all. I have nothing to talk about. If Smetty comes back, it will be the new world leader. But Mekambe, first sector purple, will be now going from the spoon curves. We'll go on to the second sector. He's pushing. He's pushing a lot. It can be seen. Second sector is done and it's not purple at all. It's a very bad second sector, so that's where he lacks. The gaps are huge, but Mekambe is still battling on. It's the smallest gap. It's for the lead. Honestly, don't know what the guys are doing here, going so close to the pit wall, and then back again onto the racing line. It seems like it's almost like if an AI was racing. And Mekambe spins into the first curve. Slav is there as well currently. If Mekambe cannot turn around really fast, Slav can have the position. He's right in front of him. Mekambe doesn't have to give space, but he spins around again. It's the tires. He almost misses Slav. Too close to comfort. Slav is in second position. This is what he wants. It's amazing. Now Mekambe doesn't have to only push for low skill, but for Slav. Third position it currently is. Smetty is currently last as Mekambe spins again. Where is Edmund? We need to know. Edmund is right here. Into second Degner. Now onto the hairpin curve they go. Mekambe is falling like a sack of bricks. That's the worst angle we could have gotten. 0.4 is the gap. Edmund has an amazing run out of the hairpin, and it's side by side round the outside of 200R. Mekambe is still dropping. This is not a matter of the championship at all. Mekambe will get 8 points currently, and Slav will gain 5 points. So that's a 3-point gap. If that 3-point gap gets muffled again somehow, which it's currently a 2-point gap, Joust would have to overtake Mekambe, or Slav would have to overtake Low Skill for the championship to be equal once again. And if that happens, I'll lose my mind, because that's very, and I mean very, very interesting. That's happening here. It's equal on 13 points. Low Skill is currently 8th. Edmund is 7th. Jake Vorl also, he is not racing, and he'll maybe, but it's very maybe known that he won't be racing again in this series, unfortunately. Smetty currently has 5 points and Vero has 3. Vero is not here tonight since his wheel broke, which is very, and I mean very unfortunate. We would like to see you back, mate, if you can make it someday somehow. You are very welcome to be back. And it's quite a stale race. Mekambe L. Okay, that's wild. Oh, Mekambe makes another mistake. Into the wall he goes, and Smetty is getting real close to Joust Veers. Can we have a battle here? The battle of the underdogs. As Smetty gets real close to Joust, and he flashes his beams. It definitely makes sense. Joust doesn't have any practice at all in these cars. Can we maybe even see a lead by now going into the spoon curve? After the spoon curve, it's the back stretch. Smetty has the faster setup overall, well, for the straights at least. Now it's pedal to the metal from here on out. Can Smetty show? No, he can't at all. He's slower on the straight. No, he is not. Is he? He has better top speed. Smetty has better top speed than Jasper's. And now he has to break. It's an overtake almost into the... No, it's not Cleo. And he spins. Smetty has his rear comes loose. It's in the Casio triangle. It's such a shame for the Czech driver. And I mean that honestly, it was such a close battle. But Mekambe is clawing back to Edmund. It's going to be interesting. The points as it stands, Lusko will gain 7 points, Slav will gain 6, Edmund 5, Mekambe 4 points, Joust will gain 2. Wait, I'm kidding. What am I doing? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And Smetty will gain 2 points. So I am not. Edmund makes. I'm so much waffle in here. Don't spend your throwing money. That's good. Edmund makes a mistake somewhere and Mekambe suddenly claws back almost a second and a half. His lap times are not the best currently, but he still has the best lap times. The last lap of Lusko didn't stand for nothing as well. Edmund's last lap was his fastest lap overall. So it's all on Mekambe to provide some good racing tonight. He wants to close the gap to Slav. He wants to lead the championship. He knows he can do it. So what's stopping him? As Edmund's rear is quite loose for the first curve. Now onto the SSV go. Mekambe is faster. He seems like he has more mechanical grip than Edmund. As I said, he slides around the rear of his car. And still, Edmund is really close. Well, other way around. Jasper doesn't make a mistake. It's just my leaderboard acting up. Now into Degner 1, Degner 2, and it's a crash almost between Edmund and Mekambe. Edmund makes a huge mistake and Degner 1 goes too wide. And even touches Mekambe. Unfortunately, nothing happens to him. So he just runs away with it. The gap is now 11 seconds to Slav, and the battle will go on. As Smetty will now attack on the Ausfairs. Both take it a little bit too wide, but they make nothing of it. Joust still is the faster guy currently. Into the hairpin they go. Into second gear, you just have to do it nice and low. Smetty has the perfect apex as well. Now, belt to the middle, 200R. Then it's into the spoon curve. The gap widens to 0.7. Spoon curve we go. And Smetty loses even more time in the second sector. See, like the second sector is a kryptonite. The Smetty is very interesting. It's the sector with the least amount of corners. Technically that's the third one, I'm sorry. Don't hate me. And Smetty spins out of the Casio corners once again for the second time in a row. Well, second time in a row he's on camera, so that's a huge shame for Czech drivers. I know my commentator is getting a bit stale, but honestly I don't know what to commentate. Mekambe is getting another huge issue. Edmund is really close. You can see Edmund right here. He's just going to overtake Mekambe like there's no problems at all. Well, there are no problems at all. Jasper makes a mistake as well. Smetty takes 5th position. The gap between Smetty and Mekambe is 36 seconds. Almost 37. So it's almost 9 o'clock here. It's Smetty, what the fuck, are you crazy? No, he's not. The battle continues on. Mekambe is struggling hard. What is happening here? It was just a small mistake. Gives him to almost 2 seconds. Well, it does get him to 2 seconds after all. 130 hours next. And what in the green earth is Mekambe doing? He led every single lap of the first race. He had an amazing pace, even putting faster times than in qualifying. But here, in the second race, it's so weird. It's like it's a totally different guy. Edmund is even running away from him. He takes too much curbs. He's pushing too hard. It's like Edmund got into his psyche. 29 is the gap currently between Gambe and Smetty. Edmund just has the vibe. He doesn't have to make any mistake. As I say that, the Degner won. He goes really wide, and that's an unsafe region if I ever seen one. Mekambe back into third position. What is happening to the drivers in the second race? Those skill has even not been talked about. It's 35 seconds plus 1 lap. And it's crazy. This is not Suzuka showing off. This is the car showing off. Everybody's getting else from this guy. Come on and race. Thomas, come on and race. It's not that easy, I trust. Skill started from 1 lap behind, gained 2 positions, overtook everyone he could. Twice, technically. So, huge respects to him for the first race. For the second race, a great start, and he just kept dominating the grid. That's what he did. But yeah, Sakuras is getting real close to Smetty. So Smetty in 130 are currently now on the Casio triangles. It's all he has to do. It's one triangle. It's a second triangle, and you just go straight. There is nothing to mess up. Okay, that's impossible. It's Sakuras getting really close to Smetty. It's just I wanted just one straight was enough, and Yaus throws it into the wall. Happens to the best of us. As I said, he has technically no practice at all. He joined at the end of qualifying, so my hats off to him that he's even doing the races. As it takes balls. And we are on to the final lap. Little Skill goes into the first curve for the last time. Finally. So, I would say a dominant race, kept a lead. Oh, please don't tell me why my Wi-Fi is going again at the end of this amazing race. Mate, the race has 20 minutes plus 1 lap. It takes 20 minutes plus 1 lap. It's a long race. It's not a long race. We will race longer in the future. It's very much possible. Onto the hairpin for the last time for Little Skill. A sloth right now is just going into the diagonal curves, which is a huge gap. It's not as huge as the one from Mekambe. Let's recap Mekambe's gap. 40 seconds, which is wild, even to me. It's like he's taking more chill things now. Spoon curve is the well, spoon curve. Through 130R he goes for the very last time. It's Low Skill who rounds out the Casio triangles. It's 1, 2, the last curve. It's all that stands before him and the finish line. Low Skill rounds out the final curve and he finishes the second race, I'm sorry, in first position. Low Skill wins the reverse grid here at Suzuka. Slav comes in for a welcomed second position in the reverse grid here at Suzuka. Mekambe won the first race, had many issues throughout the race, and the last thing that's stopping him is the last curve. He rounds it out, and it's all that really matters. Mekambe finishes third in this Grand Prix. Edmund, right now in the Casio triangles as well, he rounds out the last curve and he finishes fourth. This will do quite a lot in the championship for him. I guess it's good for him. It's very good for him. As Smetty and Jasper battle to the very last corner, but it's Smetty who might come out on top. It's the Casio triangles once again. You just can't mess it up. Jaspers will not try and mess it up as well. It's through the last curves they go, but the finish line is very, very close, and Smetty takes 5th position when Jaus is very close. 0.3 is the gap. If you had one more lap, Joust would be 5th. It was a long race, and my voice is tired, but we done it. We actually done it. And it's Lil Skill, Smetty, Slav Mekambe. Is going to be a party here. I'm sure of that. And Enman as well. Whoa. As I said, it's going to be a party here. Let's do one by one interviews because I cannot handle that many people on my own. I'm just not that good. You know what? Smetty, you're our first tonight. In the first race, 3rd position. In the second race, 5th. A close battle with Jaspers in the second race. A clean and vibey race for a very nice 3rd place. Your first podium, am I right?
Yes, it actually is.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm happy.
But what was the second race? It was plagued with issues.
Yeah, second race. I have too much things to say, I think. Yeah, so I was like so happy from the first race, you know, and it was so quick, you know. We just came to the second race with like no time in between, so you know, I was just feeling it through the whole second race. I was a little bit shaking, but yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah, well,
it was messy, but yeah.
Smetty is messy, but
indeed.
At least you had fun.
Yeah.
It's very good results for you. I think it will help you in the championship as well. And
yeah, I think so.
How are you ready for the next race, which are the NASCARs?
NASCARs, oh yeah. Well, depends on the circuit. I'm looking forward to it because it's something of my type. You know, not that much downforce, a little bit slower. That's what I like. So we'll see how the race ends up.
Well then, I hope to see you here from NASCAR as well. You can
Thank
go
you.
back into the lounge and I will just drag another guy.
Right. Thank you. See you later.
See ya. Slav.
Hello.
Not as good races as you thought there would be, right?
Yeah,
Fifth
especially not
in the first race.
Yeah.
Third third. Second in the
yeah.
second race.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that bad, but what do you think about it?
The first race, I started from the pits because I was stealing Skittles' setup, which is very ethical of me. But I just did not ready up in time because it went a bit too fast, and I just started 30 seconds down and could not catch up with my bad setup that for good knows what reason just became an absolute handful and just did not want to turn at all. And in the second one I yoinked Kittle setup and did a few mistakes, but nothing major like Edmund or Macambe. I just finished nicely second.
Yeah, it was honestly a chill race. You didn't even have that much overtakes or any catching up to do.
Yeah, I killed Edmund though, so that was a bit fun.
That was a racing incident,
Slightly
honestly.
killed. Yeah, I mean, like he was going for.
But you
like,
let him
slow,
pass.
and I did,
Hats down to you.
I was thinking of not doing it, but I was already so slow, so I just said might as well.
Yeah. Well, what? How are you ready for the NASCAR?
Depends on the track. Never drove NASCAR. Drove Kota. Not with real cars, just probably F1 again. So that's gonna be interesting to say the least.
Well,
yeah.
I'll hope to see you at least back again. I think the 5th place hurts you quite a lot in the championship, but it'll definitely be interesting going from the time forward. It's just the second race. You still have a lot of time.
I'm gonna do like at least 100 laps, 200. Hopefully more.
If we are doing an oval, you are going to lose your mind.
I'm not. I don't have a wheel. I don't care.
Okay, your
my arms are gonna be fine.
Your thumb is going to hurt.
Yeah, my thumbs and what are those? What, I don't know how it's called.
Nah, it's fine. The ovals are not that bad, honestly.
Yeah, but it's probably not gonna be the oval, is it?
I'm not
everyone
sure,
will
honestly.
Vote for, I think Kota. I'm hoping.
I'm hoping for the Charlotte Roval because that's a very good track, and you will see.
Okay, we shall see.
Yeah. The mods are just waiting. They will be uploaded right after the stream.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you next time here as well.
Yep, bye.
You can return to the lounge. The back marker.
The back marker, I'm sorry.
You drove your way through the field in the first race. I think what happened actually on the grid in the first race?
Let's say when the lights went on, I thought we suddenly turned off the jump starts or something because I didn't shift the first. Then the lights went off and I still couldn't shift the first. Like that, like the binding or something didn't work or something. So yeah, suddenly just my wheel just disconnected or something, according to the game, I think. So then I rejoined and then suddenly I could like actually shift, you know. So yeah, that was kind of a mess surprise, let's say that.
That's very unfortunate from you.
Yeah. So that was kind of testing session, just getting a bit through the field, yeah. And still passing a couple of guys that were that just joined today, so yeah.
It's going to hurt you in the long run in the championship, but it was a pretty good, and I do mean a pretty good race.
So the first one was alright, it was fun. Second one was more than alright, I'd say. So yeah, and quite happy with that. Just did my pace. Did make a setup change, like very close actually to my quality time all the time, and then in one or two corners that's kind of disappeared again. But yeah, that's.
Macambe was under the 45s.
That is very insane, actually. that's pretty intense. But yeah, unfortunate that he had what was he like over a curb or something that he I
don't know.
Kind of lost. Kind of fell back as well. Like I was, I mean, I'm happy that I won first of all, but yeah, it's kind of a bummer that there wasn't actually a battle in any of the races for me. So yeah. bit unfortunate. Did enjoy the car though. Very
How
nice to
are
slide,
you?
especially on throttle.
How are you
Hmm?
ready for NASCAR?
I hope I am. Like I actually haven't tried like the 2 to 3 tracks I think. So yeah, I think it's gonna be and I'm really not used to oval. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing
It's a
to
complete
see how that goes.
180 from what we currently have, so...
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but yeah, so still a bit more pliable cars. They are more fun to drive, just like the more kind of like the DTM ones, a bit more old school. So yeah, I think we're gonna see what's gonna come out of that. So yeah,
Yeah, well, thank you for your time.
yeah. Anyway, anytime.
I'll take
Like
Edmund
this.
next.
Okay.
Edmund,
Hello.
you had the #1 biggest hater in our chat.
I might know who that is.
Yeah, I think you know. Well, you're pretty good in both races. Second in the first race, fourth in the second race. With some very great battles with Mekambe in the second race. Actually, what happened there? Why were there so many mistakes suddenly?
I actually have no idea about both me and Makambe. Maybe we just stopped caring or something. I don't know. But but we definitely didn't like stop caring about our positions. But for, at least like we made a lot more mistakes just because of the tire wear and the tire temperatures since when you spin your tires get
They
up to
heat up.
yeah, they heat up very quickly, at least like 200 degrees, so it's very hard to drive from that point. So after a spin you just spin out again if you're not if you're not careful. But uh, it was an interesting race. I definitely enjoyed it. Uh, yeah, that's about it. If you have any other questions,
I have two more questions. First one is,
okay.
what is the hardest corner at Suzuka?
The hardest corner.
Yeah.
Uh, some people may assume it's the 140R, but that's really not true. But with these cars, I definitely think the hairpin is one of the most deadliest corners if you don't have the right setup. But for me, it was for sure the first corner since you have to really commit, go pretty late on the brakes, and you need to hold traction. And all these things add up. So if you're just not careful, you go off, and you lose a lot of time.
Yeah. And are you ready for NASCAR, which will be next week?
Mate, I'm a fake American, so of course I'm ready for NASCAR. I have never driven it ever before, but I have big hopes for myself.
Am I the only one that has driven it? Freaking hell. Even Little Skill didn't drive it, so it's fine. Well, thank you for your time, and I will drag the last one of you here, which is Mekambe.
Yep,
And have fun.
thank you.
The speed
Okay.
demon.
Yeah.
I just dragged
The
you.
speed
Welcome
demon as
here.
well. Oh,
Under 145. Faster than in qualifying. How?
setup, patience, practice, basically.
First in the second race, first in the first race, third in the second race. What was that drop in performance in the second race? What was that?
You know, these low cars don't really like the curbs. And I kind of smashed the curb. Like the second corner in the inside. I kind of just go over and I spin. And then it just went over and over and over again. Because my tires were like 150 degrees. And they were like not able to drive at all.
It's very interesting to watch.
I was wrestling the car all the times, you know.
Yeah. Well, under
Yeah.
144s in the first race, you even had 144.7.
My best time is 144.4. and I still could like go like 2/10 off.
That's
'Cause I got a
wild.
mistake. That is wild, and all because of skill.
It's all it's skill's fault.
It's skill's fault, exactly. I blame him.
Your average lap was 145.9. That's really
Could have done
good.
better.
Well, how are you ready for NASCAR?
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, I don't know what to expect. I expect a lot of fucking power, a lot of fucking American burgers or something.
By the way, who do you think you have first sector and second sector fastest, but you don't have the fastest third sector? Why do you think that is?
I feel like I was kind of messing up the hairpin because
No,
I don't know if it's
who do
still
you
in
think
the
has the
head.
fastest third sector? I asked. Badly.
Okay, I'm just a bit. I feel like it could be skill, no?
Yeah, it is skill.
Yeah.
Well,
I was thinking about Slav, but nah, he just dropped 144. So he was like not much consistent.
Well,
with it.
you're also currently the leader of the championship.
That's nice. I have to say. That's
Well-
kind of the points of racing.
I hope you're ready for NASCAR because that what comes next, and I hope to see you here next week as well.
I'm not deployed or something. I'm extremely undeployed, so I guess I'm gonna be just fucking
Extremely
racing, you know.
underpo-
Extremely undeployed. I mean. Yeah.
He's unemployed for a living. Do you hear that?
That's my living job, you know, being undeployed.
Well, thank you for your time. You can return to the
Thank you.
lounge. I will see you after a race.
Okay, thank you very much for the race. Bye bye.
Well, what a very interesting race. 2 races that was. We had an amazing first race where Mekambe destroyed the track with 144.7 as a faster lap than in qualifying. Then we had skill in the second race, just off the line and never seen, flagged the finish, first position. Well, I've been your commentary for the night. We've been at Suzuka with the Super GTs, and I'll see you next time in America, the land of the free, with NASCAR. See you next time. Bye.